shaitan. But there are certain surahs that the Prophet ﷺ preferred more against that we have to use against the shaitan to protect ourselves. Such as the first one is Ayat al-Kursi. Ayat al-Kursi, the verse 255 in al-Baqarah. Some of them is the last three, the smallest surahs that every one of us memorize. Prophet ﷺ, the hadith of Aisha, she said that every night, Muhammad ﷺ used to take his hands together and he reads قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ and قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ and قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ, and he does like this and he wipes all over his body 3 times, so it protects him from the shaitan. To him belongs whatever is in heaven, whatever is on earth. Obviously we know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He owns everything on this planet. Everything belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If He wants to stop it, He will stop. If He wants to end it, He will end. Just like He started it subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just like He created it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is capable of doing whatever He wants. Who is He that can intercede? مَنْ ذَا الَّذِي يَشْفَوْ عِنْدَهُ إِلَّا بِإِذْنِهِ. That who is the one that can intercede with Him except with His permission? That the shafa'ah in the day of the judgment, when the Prophet ﷺ will intercede for his ummah, that no one will intercede except with the will of Allah, no matter who the person is. Even our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he cannot. The hadith that I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, if you remember, that the whole mankind will go to Adam. Oh, Adam, intercede for us. And then all the way down to Adam, and then Ibrahim, Musa, Isa, Nuh and Isa, and then Isa will say, go to Muhammad ﷺ. And then Muhammad ﷺ will go underneath the throne, and they will make a sajda. This is with the permission of Allah. And Prophet ﷺ said, Allah will teach me at that time a dua that I've never known before. A dua that I've never known before. So he will make a long sajda underneath the throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then he will make a dua. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, oh Muhammad, raise your head. Raise your head. Ask me, I will give you. And ask for my intercession, I will intercede for you. So at that time, with the permission of Allah, Prophet Muhammad will intercede for his ummah to enter the Jannah. And he will intercede for the sinners who are in hellfire. They will come out from hellfire. The scholars, they say that the shafa'ah, the intercession, the first requirement, as I mentioned first, is only with the will of Allah. That's number 1, with the permission of Allah. Number 2, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will have the permission for anybody to intercede. It depends on the person's deeds and sayings. Al-qawl wal-amal. If the person obviously is a muwahhid, is a Muslim, he knows La ilaha illallah, he knows Muhammad Rasul, this is the person who deserves the shafa'ah. And not only the messenger will intercede for their ummah, but also the children can intercede for their parents. The children can intercede for their parents. And it depends how you raise your child. If you have a pious servant of Allah, a child who is a pious servant of Allah, who fears Allah, who truly fears Allah, a good Muslim, with the permission of Allah, he will intercede for his father. And the other hadith that explained that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the day of the judgment, his servant will say, oh Allah, how did I reach this higher level of the Jannah? How did I reach the higher degree of the Jannah? Because the Jannah is 100 degrees. It's 100 degrees. Prophet ﷺ said between each degree is 100 years. Not every one of us has the same deeds. Some of us pray more. Some of us read the Quran more. Some of us remember Allah more. So everybody has different deeds. Just like exams. Some of us get A, some of us get B, some get C, some fails. So the Jannah is darajat, is degrees. So Allah will tell him, because of your son's dua, because of your sons, I put you in this high degree in the Jannah. That is why. So the shafa'ah, the third thing, is the people of the Tawheed, the only one who deserve the shafa'ah. You have to know the meaning of La ilaha illallah. That's why Abu Hurairah, radiallahu anhu, another hadith, asked, oh Rasulullah, Man as'adu an-nas bi shafa'atik? Who are the most happier people in the day of the judgment? Who you will intercede for them? So he answered him and he said, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, The Muslim, or the one who says La ilaha illallah mustayqinan min qalbih. The one who says La ilaha illallah, truthfully he knows the meaning of it from his heart. Sincerity. Another narration, مخلصا من قلبه. من قالها مخلصا من قلبه. Whoever said it sincerely from his heart. Now this person who said La ilaha illallah مخلصا من قلبه, sincerely from his heart, after the ikhlas, after saying La ilaha illallah, what is the second thing that the Muslim who knows La ilaha illallah should do? Is praying. Praying on time. And then do the 5 pillars of Islam. Some people say, oh, Prophet Muhammad will say, that's it. We'll say La ilaha illallah, and I know the meaning of it in my heart, and that's it, I'm going to enter the Jannah. I don't have to do anything else. Now this person is a liar on himself. And he's lying on the book of Allah also. More than 400 ayat. More than 400 ayat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala encouraged his slaves or servants to do the deeds. To do the deeds. How many ayat? All you who believe, do the deeds. Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu wa aminu as-salihat. All you who believe and do the deeds. How many times? So the person who is saying La ilaha illallah sincerely from his heart, he has to do what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands him to do, with following of the teachings of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, obviously. He knows what happens to them in the hereafter. Obviously Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows each one of us what's going to happen to him in the hereafter. Are we the people of the Jannah? We ask Allah the Jannah, all of us. Or are we the people who seek refuge to Allah from hellfire? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows everything before he created everything. The hadith states that 50,000 years Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered the qalam. He ordered the pen, all pen, write. So the pen will answer back, oh Allah, what do I write? اكتب ما هو كائن إلى يوم القيامة. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told the pen and ordered the pen, write everything that will happen until the day of the judgment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَاللَّهُ قَدْ أَحَاطَ بِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ عِلْمًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala surrounds everything with his knowledge. With his knowledge. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, his knowledge is surrounding us. And his mercy is surrounding us. And they will never compass anything of his knowledge except that which he wills. Except that he which he wills. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he revealed to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam the Quran, that it is full of knowledge. And he revealed to him the Sunnah also, that it is full of knowledge. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, teach us through the Quran and the Sunnah. However, whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, now every one of us know exactly everything in the Quran or everything in the Sunnah? No. Every one of us, subhanAllah, differentiate in his iman and his belief and his knowledge. Allah, that's why he's saying here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that and they will never compass anything of his knowledge except that which he wills. Except that which he wills. Now look, subhanAllah, another ayah, وَمَا أُوتِيتُم مِّنَ الْعِلْمِ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. And you've only been given only a little bit of knowledge. Only a little bit of, and look at subhanAllah, look at all this technology. Now you can talk subhanAllah from the person all the way from the US, all the way in your country, all the way across the planet. And you type a message and it will reach you in a couple seconds. Not even, right there. Look at this technology. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, وَمَا أُوتِيتُم مِّنَ الْعِلْمِ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. You only have a little bit of knowledge. And if you remember, I remind you again the story of Al-Khidr and Musa alayhi salam. When Al-Khidr and Musa were traveling on the ship, and a bird came, and he took a drop of water. So Al-Khidr asked Musa, oh Musa, look at that bird, how much water did he drink? Compared to the all ocean. The entire ocean, how much water? So Musa, he said, that's just a little bit. He said, that's my knowledge and your knowledge and everybody's knowledge compared to Allah's knowledge. Compared it to the whole water in the ocean. Subhanallah, that is our Lord. La ilaha illallah. There is a story, one of the scholars, he wrote in his book, Tamimi, the malahida, one of the atheists, he wanted to trick Muslims. So he asked them that Allah, you guys claim and blame that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows everything and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the creator. He said, I will create something too. He said, okay. He said, bring me a jar, glass, and put some meat in it. Put some meat in it. So they brought glass, a jar, and they put the meat inside. So they gave it to him, and he said, come back to me in 3 days. So they came back in 3 days, and he told them, look at the maggots in there. I created them. Look at the maggots. Look at the insects. Look at these idiot things. One of the young boys, not even old, young, smart Muslims, that's how we should teach our kids. Because there are shayateen out there, they can play with our kids' minds. We have to teach our kids the Tawheed and the Quran and the meaning of La ilaha illallah, so we know our Creator. So this boy, he told them, now we believe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَأَحْصَاهُمْ وَعَدَّهُمْ عَدًّا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the Creator. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows the number of, He knows how many He created. And He counted all of them, subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this boy told him, if you created these maggots, tell me how many maggots are in there. And tell me what type of insects are in there. Just like Allah said in the Quran, فَبُهِتَ الَّذِي كَفَرَ. And he was shocked that he couldn't answer the boy. He couldn't count. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that's our Creator. He created us. He knows what's in our heart. And He knows how many of us out there. Since He created Adam until the end of the time. But this person, he claimed that he created that thing, but he doesn't know how many. Look how he answered him. Smart boy, mashallah. And they will never compass anything of his knowledge except that which he wills. His kursi extends over the heavens and the earth. His kursi. The kursi is the chair. Now Ibn Kathir in his Tafsir by Ibn Abbas, that they asked him that the kursi, the chair of Allah, he said, he states the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ that مَوْضِعُ قَدَمَيْ الْكُرْسِي, that the place of Allah's feet is on the chair, is on the kursi. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله وأستغفرون الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. So his kursi, his chair. The hadith states that the chair and the throne is bigger than the chair. And Allah is on the throne. Now these things, brothers and sisters, when we study the Quran, read the Quran, obviously we don't think about these things how. We don't ask how. Our Muslim aqidah, especially when it comes to the name, this is very important. Please remember it and know it. When it comes to the names of Allah and His attributes, please don't ever think about how. Imam Malik, he was having class in his masjid. Now a man walked in and he said, "Oh Imam, Ar-Rahman al-Arsh istawa." Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the beneficent, the merciful, He's on His throne. How is He on His throne? Look how Imam Malik answered. The istiwa ma'loom, but the istiwa, how is known in Arabic. The istiwa. Wal kayf majhul, and how, we don't know how. Because it's not in the Quran, it's not the Sunnah. The Sahaba never asked the Prophet ﷺ how Allah, astaghfirullah, looks like, or how His hands are, or how, they never asked about this thing. They just believed what's in the Quran and what the Prophet ﷺ teach them. Wal kayf majhul. Wal iman bihi wajib. And to believe it is mandatory. Because it's in the Quran. You cannot deny it. If you deny it, you're not a Muslim. وَالسُّؤَالُ عَنْهُ بِدْعَةٌ. And to ask this question is a bid'ah. It's an innovation in the deen, because the Sahaba never asked this question. So we never ask how. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is